Hello, my name is Kel Spellman. I am the host of We're Not Really Here, and I'm here to bring you some of my favourite and most memorable Manchester City goals we've scored in the derby. It was meant to be a top five, but there's been that many. I've just gone for 5 standout moments, and the first one I'm going to begin with is one of my earliest memories of a goal in the derby, and it comes from the main man, the legend that is Sean Gota. We know how it is. Feed the goat and he will score. And that's exactly what Mr. Gary Neville did. So I think from all City fans, Gary, thank you so much, because it was an unbelievable game. It was an unbelievable day. 1-3-1. And of course, the goat doing the business and, well, rather embarrassingly pulling Gary Neville's pants down is always a joy to see. So that has got to be one of my favourite derby goals ever scored. Mad as well that I get to present the show with him.
Gota's caught out, certainly not the end of the chances. Can he score? He does! And Gary Neville puts his hands to his head and wonders what he's done. Peter Schmeichel celebrates, but Sean Gota, who didn't have a career at Old Trafford like Schmeichel's, but started in English football there, the Bermudan striker, has scored against Manchester United. It's his 99th goal for Manchester City.
I don't know if this was just me as well, or if anyone will remember this, and it shows how far we've come as a club. That, I think, was one of the only things we will have done that footballing season. So we released in the shop, it was a print that you could get of goats celebrating in front of the United fans. He's like jumping in the air like that, and you could get your ticket at the bottom, and it had a little thing on it saying I was there, and I've got one of those still up. In fact, my brother's still got his up in his bedroom. So if anyone else remembers that, let me know, because it was well, it just shows where we were at and where we are now. I love it. So next up, this goal came in a game that sadly we didn't win, although I must say I think we absolutely deserved to. We were quite unlucky not to come away with at least a point. It was the derby at Old Trafford, 2009. We lost the game 4-3 due to that last-minute winner that should never existed because it was well into additional time. But the goal I'm talking about is Craig Bellamy's from the edge of the box. Rocket, boom, top corner.
Bellamy, Ireland the most advanced City player at the moment. Craig Bellamy bearing down, letting fly! Wonderful, wonderful goal! Just a sensational strike from the Welshman.
If you remember, it was a particular standout performance from Craig Bellamy, a real Bellamy performance personified. You know, he absolutely drove the team when it looked like we were down and out and got us back into that 3-3 position. It was an amazing game, and I think a massive turnaround. We were just so unlucky not to come away with anything, but that goal in particular stands out and epitomises for me what Craig Bellamy was and what he brought to that Manchester City team. So that has to go in as one of my favourite Manchester City derby goals. Now, my next one, I'm going to be a little bit cheeky and maybe throw 2 into the mix because, of course, it came from arguably one of the greatest games in any Manchester City fan's life, and it really signified the turn of the tables. It really signified that Manchester was blue for me, of course, the infamous 6-1 win at Old Trafford. I'll just repeat that again in case we want to hear it louder. That 6-1 win at Old Trafford. And the main man, Alex Ferguson, was in charge. Just saying. So I had 6 goals to choose from, and it was tough because you kind of want to go, well, obviously the why always me celebration, Balotelli opening the scoring, unbelievable.
Balotelli, first blood in the derby, and it goes Manchester City's way, and the T-shirt sums it up. He's got the goal here.
But I do have to go for the 6th and final goal scored by Edin Dzeko, but it's all about the magician's assist.
Perhaps this will top the lot, and it may get worse here. Does Dzeko have the legs to stay away from Ferdinand and make it 6? Unbelievable! Manchester United 1, Manchester City 6. Have you ever seen anything like this before?
Straight through, it split the defence apart, and Dzeko obviously gets the finish as well, but that just rounded off what was arguably one of the greatest memories for any Manchester City fan in that 6-1 win. So that has to go on the list, I think. Okay, my next favourite derby goal came the year after. The year is 2012, and it was, of course, one man who stepped up when we needed him most in our 1-0 win at the Etihad against Manchester United in that season. It came from the one, the only, our main man, our club captain, Vincent Kompany. Always stepped up and seemed to deliver in big games. I mean, we could go through a whole highlight reel of big games he scored on, but this one just felt like a goal that summed up Vincent Kompany when we needed it most. A big header.
Curled in by David Silva and turned in by Vincent Kompany. Manchester City ahead, right on half-time. Cometh the hour, cometh the captain.
And of course, the celebrations of him celebrating at the Etihad in front of the fans, it's kind of become quite an iconic image, I think, in people's heads. So that has to go on the list. And last but not least, I had lots to choose from, but what I've settled for is our 44-pass goal against United. If there was ever a goal that, for me, just showcased how football should be played, that was it. And it perfectly summarises what it is to play under Pep Guardiola. 44 passes, United didn't know what day of the week it was, and it ended with a Gundogan goal. That, for me, is football perfection. And to do it against United, well, there's nothing better really, is there?